Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well. In this lesson, as I told you before, we are going to see examples of combinations of the verb to be, ser, and nouns and adjectives. For example, yo soy un hombre bajo. I'm a short man. Tú eres un niño inteligente. You're an intelligent little boy. Él es el vecino nuevo I was gonna write new. Él es el vecino nuevo. He is the new neighbor. Ella es la vecina nueva. She is the new neighbor. Nosotros somos amigos íntimos. In this case, we don't put an article here because it's not necessary. We could say nosotros somos unos amigos íntimos, but it's more common to say it without the indefinite article. Nosotros somos amigos íntimos, we are close friends. Nosotras somos amigas, let's use the same example. Amigas íntimas, so that you can see the changes according to the rules of gender and number. Nosotras somos amigas íntimas, we are close friends. Vosotros, vosotras in Spain, ustedes in Latin America. Vosotros sois, unos holgazanes. Holgazanes. What does it mean? Vosotros sois unos holgazanes. You are lazy men. Or you are, in the case of the masculine, you are lazy men, you are lazy boys. Vosotras sois unas holgazanas. Oh, again. Unas holgazanas. Well, I guess you've already guessed the meaning. You are lazy women or girls. It comes from the singular holgazán, that means lazy. And in this case, the masculine in the singular is like this, and the feminine, for the feminine we add the letter A. There are some cases in which do that. We'll see them in further examples. Holgazán, holgazana. Ustedes son, and the same. Ellos son los alumnos avanzados. They are the advanced students. Ellas son las alumnas avanzadas. Avanzadas. They are the advanced students. I told you in the previous lesson, not in the recent video, but no, in some of my former videos, I told you that there was a special case, or there were special cases for the second singular pronoun, and it is as follows. Tú eres is the way they say in most countries. In Argentina we say vos. It comes from the short form of vosotros. When Spaniards invaded America, or conquered America, this form comes from those times. Vos sos, and as you may see, it's almost as sois. We just dropped the I. Vos sos. It's a way in which we say tú eres in Argentina. In Argentina, Uruguay, and Paraguay. Not only in Argentina, in these three countries. This is one of the peculiarities of this second singular form. So this Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay. And there is another case in which we must use in all Spanish-speaking countries. In formal situations, that is the word usted. As you can see, it tends to be the singular form of this. Usted, so when we address our boss, a person in a job interview, an older person, a person who we don't know very well, in formal situations we use the word usted. And the conjugation of the verb is like the third person. Usted es. So these are the three possibilities for the second singular pronoun. Tú eres, vos sos, ustedes. We've seen many examples, we've already seen many examples of the verb to be combined with nouns and adjectives. So now I want you to learn the verb to have in the present. For now we are going to see the present because you know that Spanish conjugation is a bit hard. So now let's go to the verb tener. Tener means to have or to own. Sorry, something that I was going to say in the previous lesson was, and I forgot to say it, we are going to make a break about this topic for 2 minutes to remember these words that I told you as regards the plurals: album, curriculum, totem, and memorandum. These are the only 4 words in Spanish that end with an M. Except in the case of album, the other 3 don't follow the rule. You know, I repeat it so as to review it. In Spanish, if the word ends, the word in the singular form ends in a vowel or with a vowel, we just add the letter S. And if it ends in a consonant, as in this case, we should add, or we most times add, the rule says that we must add S. These are exceptions. In this case, it follows the rule. Album, álbumes. In this case, as they come from Latin, I don't know totem, but curriculum and memorandum are Latin words. We just add the s to show that it's now a Spanish word, but the rule says that the explanation is that to keep it closer to Latin, we don't have to add the e. It's a bit ridiculous because it's not Latin at all, because in Latin this plural doesn't exist. It's a curricula, memoranda, as in bacteria, and I don't remember other examples in English, but you have some of them. Quantum, quanta, maybe. So we don't say curricula, neither memoranda, but curriculums, memorandums. They are exceptions to the rules in Spanish, and we just add the letter S. That's what I had to say about these words, and I forgot in the previous video. Now let's see the verb tener, and we are going to make sentences now with colors, because colors are adjectives too, so as to give further information about adjectives. And we do have exceptions, especially in colors. I'll explain why. The verb tener. Yo tengo, well, it's irregular, of course, because it was one of the first verbs to be conjugated. It's irregular, it doesn't follow any rule. Yo tengo, tú tienes, tú tienes. In Argentina and the other two countries that I said, vos tenés, similar to vosotros tenéis. If you relate this to the second plural form in Spain, in Spanish from Spain, I guess it will be easier because they say vosotros tenéis and we just drop the letter E and say vos tenés. In case you come to Argentina and you hear people saying this, we speak like this here, but you can say this and everybody will understand you. Tú tienes, vos tenés, and in the plural, in the formal way, usted, it's the same as in the third singular form. Él, ella. Tiene, usted tiene. Nosotros, nosotras tenemos. Vosotros, vosotras tenéis. In Latin America, ustedes. And the word is the same as in ellos, ellas. Tienen. So, ustedes tienen. This is the way we say it in Latin America, but you can say vosotros tenéis and everybody will understand it. Let's see some examples. I'm going to add this for practical matters because so that we cover more examples and don't have to erase from time to time. I'm going to divide, I said that I would make examples with colors. Colors work the same as adjectives. They modify the noun. We have two groups. We have one group in which we put both the information of gender and number in the color. And there is a second case in which we do not do that. This rule only applies for colors. Let's see. Yellow, amarillo, amarilla, feminine, masculine, feminine. Rojo, red, roja. We are following the gender rule. Rojo, roja, amarillo, amarilla, negro, negra, black, blanco, blanca, white. And there is another group that has only one ending, both in the singular and in the plural. And the explanation is that the color is taken from names that some nouns already have. For example, the color, the pink color, rosa, because it takes the name from the flower, from the rose. It comes from Latin. That's why the color and the flower keep the same word. Rosa. It'll remain having this ending in the masculine form and in the plural. We'll see it later. Violeta, violet, because it comes from the flower, violeta. Naranja, from the fruit, naranja. Púrpura, purple. Obispo, color obispo, it's similar to, it's in between violet and red. It's a color that bishops have in these, I don't know how to call it. They wear special clothing and they have this, in that color, this, we said faja. I don't know the name in English. I look it up for the next lesson. Obispo, fucsia, fucsia, rosa, naranja, púrpura. Well, yes, it's enough. In the first group, there is we have the color light blue, celeste. I put it here because it does follow the rule, but as it ends in E, it's the same for the feminine and the masculine. In the plural, we just add the letter S. And we have the color the brown color, color marrón. It's the same in the feminine and masculine, but I put it here because for two reasons. It doesn't come from any other object that is called marrón, and because we do make the difference between singular and plural. Well, and gray, gris. I've also put it here because it doesn't change according to gender, but it does change according to number. Now we'll see some examples in sentences with the verb to have. Let's see. Yes, I'm going to keep this and use these colors, some of them. Of course, there are more colors, but they tend to be more specific. So these are the more even native speakers rarely use them. Yo tengo un auto. Let's use brown. Un auto marrón. So that you see that it doesn't make difference according to gender. Tú tienes una. Tú tienes una carpeta, folder, carpeta marrón. As you can see, this is masculine, a brown car, and a brown folder is, in Spanish, it's feminine, but the color doesn't change, the word doesn't change. It's both marrón for feminine and masculine. Masculine, feminine. Él tiene, ella tiene. Él tiene el libro rojo. The book is not red itself, the cover, but by using metonimia, we say in Spanish, sinécdoque, we take the color of the cover and say el libro rojo. Well, in English, I guess, yes, you say the red book. El libro rojo, ella tiene la la mesa roja, the red table. So again, it changes according to gender. Let's see the plural pronouns. Nosotros tenemos, in general, we put the adjective in second place. We put the noun in the first place and the adjective in the second one. Nosotros tenemos los juguetes naranja. As I told you before, in the case in which colors come from the association with an object that already exists, this ending doesn't change either for the singular form or for the plural form. The orange, toys. This means toys. Vosotros tenéis coches. Rosa, again, it's another way of saying cars. We use both in Argentina. Auto and coche. In Mexico, they use the word carro, similar to car. I guess it's because they are very close to the United States. Maybe that's the reason, I don't know. But here in Argentina, we never say carro. Auto, coche. Coches is the plural, but the color doesn't take the plural form because of what I said before. Ustedes tienen unos zapatos celestes. In this case, we do add the S because although the word celeste comes from the noun cielo, sky, because of the similarity in color, it's not the identical word as in rosa, naranja, that are the same word as the fruits, the flowers. It's a new word that comes from cielo, so we do put the final S. You have light blue shoes. This is the meaning of this. You have light blue or sky blue shoes. And finally, ellas tienen las hojas grises. Gris, I didn't put the adjectives ending in S in the previous video because I guess it's the only adjective that we have in Spanish that ends with an S. Gris, grises. Here we follow the rule. Las hojas grises, the gray sheets of paper. Ellos tienen los ellos tienen o ellas tienen. As for conjugation, it's the same. It doesn't change according to gender. Ellas tienen las hojas blancas. They have or they own the white sheets of paper. Well, I guess it's enough for today. Again, if you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And see you in the next class. Bye bye.